World War II, a war that engulfed the world, consumed nations, and changed the course of history forever. We remember the battles, the generals, the strategies, the triumphs and losses on the battlefield. But behind the front lines, in hidden corners of Germany and occupied territories, another war was being waged. A war in silence. A war of science without conscience. A war where human lives were reduced to mere data points. This is the story of the hidden experiments, the secret laboratories, and the relentless Allied hunt to uncover the truth before it was lost forever. Some of the discoveries were so horrifying, they would leave the world shaken for decades. From the rise of the Third Reich, Nazi ideology intertwined with science. Doctors, engineers, and scientists were recruited to serve the state, not for medicine, not for the betterment of humanity, but to serve a brutal ideology that placed power above life itself. These men believed that humans could be tested, measured, broken, and reassembled according to the needs of the Reich. Experiments focused on extreme cold, altitude, blood types, diseases, poisons, chemical agents, and radiation. Every test was designed to push the limits of human survival. The Nazis wanted to create soldiers capable of surviving any condition, to weaponize disease, and to prove their ideological theories through scientific observation of human suffering. And they did it systematically, efficiently, and secretly. To hide their most dangerous work, the Nazis constructed secret laboratories beneath forests, mountains, and cities. Some were designed for chemical and biological weapons research, others for human experimentation. They were meticulously hidden, often off maps and coded in intelligence reports. When Allied soldiers finally entered these locations, they were unprepared for what they would find. Abandoned medical tools, operating tables left behind, surgical instruments still in place, notes detailing experiments on human subjects, and sometimes skeletal remains. Every corridor held a story. Every drawer contained secrets, and every discovery revealed a level of cruelty that challenged the very definition of humanity. The human experiments were the darkest aspect of Nazi science. Prisoners, men, women, and even children were subjected to freezing temperatures. Some were submerged in ice water for hours to test how long a human could survive in frozen seas. Others were placed in low-pressure chambers simulating extreme altitudes, lungs collapsing, bodies failing, as scientists meticulously recorded every detail. Diseases were intentionally injected. Wounds were infected without treatment. Surgical procedures were performed without anesthesia. Many died. Survivors bore permanent physical and psychological scars, and all were treated as objects, mere data in the pursuit of ideology. One survivor recalled, "They measured us like animals, like we were not human, and watched us suffer for hours, sometimes days, just to see if we could endure more pain." These experiments were planned, precise, and unrelenting, and they were not isolated. They were part of a system. The victims were not limited to adults. Children were also subjected to these horrors. In some facilities, young boys and girls were infected with diseases, malnourished, or forced to endure extreme environmental conditions. The aim was as twisted as it was cruel, to measure the limits of human endurance and to dehumanize anyone deemed undesirable by the Nazi ideology. In one laboratory, children were lined up for experiments involving high-altitude simulations. Many did not survive. Their small bodies could not withstand the conditions, and yet, meticulous records were kept, pages upon pages, detailing every reaction, every sign of suffering. The experiments were meant not only to test science, but to enforce fear, to control, and to eliminate those considered unworthy. As intelligence reports surfaced, the Allies launched a massive hunt for these hidden laboratories. Special units, intelligence officers, and soldiers moved into remote territories. Following maps, eyewitness accounts, and coded Nazi communications. Some labs were destroyed moments before capture. Others were rigged with booby traps, explosives, and security measures. Every recovered document, every photo, every instrument became critical evidence, and each discovery revealed a system of science gone horribly wrong. Allied investigators faced both horror and urgency, documenting everything before the Nazis could erase their crimes completely. When Allied forces finally accessed these laboratories, the scale of horror was staggering. They found chemical and biological weapons, high-altitude chambers, surgical instruments, and files documenting the pain and death of thousands. Some experiments were relatively simple, like endurance tests and transfusions. Others were grotesque, freezing prisoners to death, infecting them with deadly diseases, performing surgeries without anesthesia. Every artifact, every photograph told the same story: a system in which ideology replaced ethics, and human life was expendable. One document even listed survival rates, body temperatures, and responses to pain, as if humans were nothing more than lab rats. The Nazis' scientific experiments were not limited to humans. They pursued prototype weapons, chemical bombs, experimental aircraft, and advanced technology. Some were so advanced that even Allied scientists struggled to understand their design and potential. Many projects were destroyed or abandoned as the Allies advanced, leaving only fragments behind. Yet these fragments offered a glimpse into a regime whose ambition extended far beyond conventional warfare. The line between innovation and atrocity had been obliterated, and some secrets remain lost to this day. Survivors of the experiments told stories that were almost unimaginable. One former prisoner described being exposed to freezing water repeatedly, while guards recorded her every reaction. Another recalled being injected with diseases and left untreated, watched by scientists for hours as fever and pain consumed him. These testimonies became crucial evidence at the Nuremberg trials. They also served as a stark reminder of the human cost of science without ethics. Every survivor carried scars, both seen and unseen. A reminder of what can happen when ideology and experimentation combine inhumanly. After the war, the Nuremberg trials revealed the full scope of Nazi crimes. Doctors, scientists, and officers were tried. Some executed, some imprisoned, some escaped. Yet the revelations led to lasting change. Strict ethical standards for human experimentation were created, rules born from tragedy and human suffering. The legacy is clear. Knowledge without conscience is dangerous, and morality must guide science at all times. The hunt for Nazi secrets uncovered horrors the world was barely prepared to see. Yet it also revealed courage, vigilance, and the power of truth. Science can save humanity or destroy it. The difference lies not in intelligence, but in morality. The experiments were hidden, the victims silenced, but history remembers, and it always will.